erotic photo shoot, and it will be popular for couples who are already thinking, planning, and it will be popular for couples who don't know what to do with their relationship. We're discussing about three categories. What kind of couples would be interested in erotic photo shoots? Okay, so let me just speak about couples category. Okay, and I have divided this category into units, right? Over 20 years of experience, I have realized that there are three units in this category. An erotic photo shoot for couples, okay, it's very popular with three types of couples. First type of couple is, I would call it a healthy couple. The couple who has a connection, a desire, a passion for each other, and of course, they have love, right? Love, understanding, trust, and they want to experiment. That's a healthy couple. And with the healthy couple, I have a lot of great times, and we have a very nice photo shoot, right? There is a second unit in this category. It's the couple who would like to do business, right? Couples today go online and do adult business. They actually being a couple together. It's not an escort, but they provide a material, a content for a public and selling their photography and selling their erotic videos, right? So this type of couple, okay, would contact me, my studio, because they would want someone to do this professionally, right? And this couple is interested to make money, right? That's the second unit in a couple's erotic photo shoot category, right? So the first one was a healthy couple. The healthy couple goal is not money, and it's not to make themselves famous. They're doing it for love. They're doing it for risky and oh my gosh, they're doing it for love, and they're doing it for risky adventures, risky things, right? And the third couple is going to be the therapy couple, right? I've just been removed. This is what a congratulations. I have been just removed from my TikTok. So I would like to terminate this video, okay, because I want to reset the phone. And then I will discuss about erotic photo shoots for couples. So I think I will just quickly go and check. You see, people, when they hear about erotic photography, they get a lot, like seriously confused. Okay, seriously confused. They even cannot stand this, talking about, listening to me talking about erotic photography. Okay, and when it happens, I would usually get, you see, I would usually get terminated on the account. So what I will do is probably I will just go quickly now and fix it up, and I will start all over again nicely on my Instagram. Okay, on my Instagram, I'll just go and add myself. I just go and add myself here, and then I will download the video. Okay, because that's the whole point of it, doing it. Okay, so let me just start again, right? So let me just start again from that. 1, 2, 3, and go. Today I'm going to discuss about erotic photo shoots for couples. Okay, and this video is going to be about how I define couple category. I define them in three sections. Okay, I call them unit. Then I will discuss about first time photo shoots for couples. Okay, then I will discuss about one of them quite often request about being turned on, the photographer being turned on during the photo shoot. And then I will talk about what the couple will get, what kind of the experience they will receive, and what kind of the product, right? What couple will get from the photo shoot, right? So let me just speak about the category of this couple. There are three units in this category. And the first unit, I would say this is a healthy couple, right? And a healthy couple, that means that the couple who are connected, they have a great connection, deep feelings to each other, and they have a passion and desire, right? And they want to experiment, and they want to create something new together, try new things, right? So couple erotic photo shoot is popular at my studio, and couples develop themselves, trying risky things, new things, doing, how to say, looking for a novelty. Yeah, because the couple's routine life gets boring. So couples want to experiment and try new things. And erotic photo shoot is one of those things. So the first unit in the category is a healthy couple. They don't look for anything else. They just want an adventure, and they want to experience with themselves, between, share that love and create those hot and sexy memories that they can remember and come back to. Okay. The second unit in this category is going to be a couple who's looking to do some business. To do some business, it means that they are going to sell their photography, and they are going to sell their videos, and they are doing erotic photo shoot to make money. Okay, it's not about creating great memories. It's not about sharing the love, right? It's about creating certain scenarios that would stimulate the public, and that the public will pay money, right? So we know what kind of a scenes, right, creates that agitage, and people want to pay and buy. We know that, right? So that's what we're trying to recreate, to provide the content for their clients. Okay, that's the second category. And there are couples who would like to experiment this way and make money. Okay, make money nowadays. That's how it is. It's a second unit in the couples category. And the third, the last unit, I would say the couple who needs therapy. Okay, the couple who needs therapy. And let me describe what this couple feels like or looks like. Usually this couple is missing something, okay, in the relationship. They're missing something in the relationship. They think that maybe the partner is not okay anymore, or something is wrong with him, or something is wrong with her, or they do not get turned on. They have no desire for each other. They are good friends, right? They had maybe something in the past, the connection and so on, but the couple needs therapy. Okay, so they don't want to be, cheating or something, right? They're looking for a new ways, and there is many ways how you can go about it. Okay, so the first way, what I've discovered at my studio, of course, we can create erotic fantasies in different kind of scenarios and use toys and props, right, for a couple, and to do something what they've never tried before. Okay, that's the first thing what we would go for usually, right? The couple, when they are disconnected, it's obvious. It's just obvious. It's obvious on their face. It's obvious how they are with each other. It's obvious how they are in the bedroom. Okay, it is obvious. Straight away, it is obvious in the changing room, to be fair. Okay, because they are less lovers and more friends, brother and sister, mother and daughter situation, or, just good neighbors. That kind of a feeling, energy they convey. I have that sense, right? The second thing is, very often I do makeovers with the wife, and the husband is more interested in makeup artist than his wife. That's another sign straight away. If there is something in there, uh, it's clearly caused distraction, right? But what happens with this couple is that sometimes distraction is the key. Sometimes erotic fantasy goes outside their partnership and outside their marriage, okay? And what that means is that they have tried, okay, maybe something in the past, but I suggest different things. Sometimes we book models, okay? We book models. So usually couples, like I say, they are disconnected and they are missing something in their relationship, and they just want someone to join them, and they are being straightforward about it. Okay, that's kind of a couple. And I believe that when couple, and we call it couple, it means two people, right? When two people want someone else to join them, it's already a threesome, right? It's already a threesome. And that's why I say that this couple needs a therapy, because they want something else, that they want energy from someone else. It's not enough to be two people to fulfill each other or find something new about each other, right? So usually we invite models, and then those two people get reconnected, and they of course find a lot of new things about each other, right? And what I say about when we invite models, there are models women and there are model men, right? So there are different fantasies, different photo shoots. Usually men would participate as in a cookhold fantasy shoot. Okay, it's a very often scenario, right? But not necessarily. Anyway, studio is available for different kind of fantasy, and when the couple, like I say, in the therapy and they don't want to go and solve this in another way, they book an erotic photo shoot, and they're looking for something new ways to reconnect, new ways to re-edit their relationship, new ways to boost it up. Okay, so that's why they're doing it, right? So couples photo shoot or erotic photo shoot, like I say, it divides into three units, right? The first one, which is when couple doesn't need anything, they are absolutely great with each other. They cannot take their hands off, and they cannot stop touching each other and kissing. The photo shoot when usually goes really well, okay, because there is a sexual energy in there, and that's what we shoot, right? Sexual energy. When there is a second unit, couple who does a business or sell content for money, they also put their heart in it, right? They also put the heart, and feeling is just more moderated and more how to say, adjusted to the marketing. You see, when we create erotic photo shoot for couple who don't need to sell their content, we are doing it freestyle without any kind of agenda. The goal is to make them feel really comfortable and to go deeper with their connection and with their passion and with the climax. Okay, so the higher they get, the better for them. Okay, when it comes when we shoot couple for money, or when they are selling their content on OnlyFans or in other platforms, doesn't matter, right? We also have certain scenarios. We also have somewhere start and somewhere finish, but we mostly concentrate on extreme moments, right? So if they are selling certain content, we shoot specifically that. You see, so that's why when we create content for business, it looks different. Okay, it's not. I'm not saying it's not natural, right? But the energy is different. When people are doing it for money, the energy is different. Okay, although it's the same couple, right? It's the couple and they connected. But when I shoot, it is slightly different, and when I edit, it's also different. Okay, the way it comes out as a product, right? So that's the thing. And the last couple unit is the couple who needs therapy, and that is probably the longest and the most complicated couple to have. When they shoot with the model, I would say that's not very much complicated because they get distracted. And then the photo shoot for couples who need therapy is very smooth and easy to follow because the model is the one who is distracting them and usually taking the lead. The models are professional escorts, okay, and they've been working with the couples in adult business, and then they know how to lead the shoot in the studio and what to do. Okay, I don't take models who not aware and do not understand and being lost in the studio, right? No, people who know what to do with the couple, and that's why the couple feel comfortable. You see, it's a different energy, it's a distraction, it's a turn on, okay? And then we just follow the scenarios, okay? They have a certain fantasy to achieve with this model, right? And then they probably will have a fantasy after, when the model being here, maybe to do something together, right? To be inspired after a photo shoot with the model. Could be both options, right? Or sometimes couple, because you see, when couple needs a therapy, they're not connected with each other, right? They're more sexy with each other after the model visit them. usually. Okay, at the start for them it's very hard to go into that passion mode. It's very hard to go into that sex intensity drive. Okay, it's just different with them. Okay, and you can see this visually. Visually it's visible when the couple is disconnected. Okay, and visually we can achieve significant results already with the therapy couple when we are doing photo shoots with models. It's very effective. Okay, very effective, because people get jealous. You see, jealous and taking action and stimulating yourself in another way, it's one of the repair mechanisms. Okay, erotica in general, when I speak about erotica and erotic fantasies, these are repair, what happens in your head. And we all have erotic fantasies. Everyone, who become an adult, right, created their intimate life based on certain erotic fantasies. That's what they've seen. That's how they learn. That's how they imagine. Okay? And certain fantasies maybe would look really scary for someone, right? And maybe not something what you would do, and you would never think or understand why would you have this fantasy. Maybe you would never even be able to recreate it or try it. It's just in your head. That's why I'm saying it's a repair from your traumatic experience, which you had before in the past. Okay, and that's how it goes. And we are very lucky that we have this imagination. That's the difference between us and animals, right? Not just doing it, but having an imagination, okay, and occupying our mind, okay, with the certain topics. So, three types of couples, if they would recognize themselves, that would be great. This is the first thing what I would do. I would want to figure it out who is coming to the studio, so that I would know what type of the shoot we will create. Okay, when people think, oh, erotic photography, it's all the same, it's not. Because different people have a different background, different understanding about erotica, different experience, and of course, different preferences and different fantasies. Okay, and so everyone is unique, and that is why I'm shooting everyone separately. Okay, not the same. People want to start from this, then the other want to start from the other thing, the other couple want to do totally different things. So everyone is, different. But like I say, couple is two people, okay, two units, right? And a female unit and a male unit has a totally different fantasy in a couple. Okay, they of course agree on the certain things how they want it, because that's what we discuss. We discuss and we have an intimate conversations. Okay, what they like, what are the preferences, how they want to do it, what are their fantasies, what are going to wear, what kind of positions they like, how they would like to come, what is the favorite thing, what they've never done, okay, what they would never do, okay, and Julia then would work on their limitations, okay, because then I would know, okay, what they scared of, right? And that's where the repair happens, and that's where they get connected even more, because if they would do something what they, what they don't want to do, or what they're afraid to do, or nervous, or for someone is a taboo topic, right? So this is something what they would remember for a really long time, okay? So that's how I do it, right? With a therapy couple, usually takes longer a photo shoot unless we shoot a model with the model, threesome or co-hold fantasy. But in general, if the therapy couple will arrive and they will say, well, we're doing it to reconnect and to reboost our relationship or marriage, this type of photo shoot usually takes longer, because to go into that sexy mode and passionate mode and reconnect takes time. Okay, it takes time. The reason why I'm saying that it is much faster than going and talking with psychologists is because we are taking action. Okay, we are not sitting doing nothing and just discussing. No, we are taking action. Okay, and I am trying to help them to actually dance with each other. And when I'm saying dance, it's like, she's doing certain move, he is responding. Then she's waiting till he will do certain moves and he is doing, and then she is responding, right? So we are putting our couple in a certain environment when they can play different kind of games. Okay, and dancing is just an example. Okay, they need to undress each other, right? They need to touch each other, right? And they need to do something very nice for each other. Okay, and that's how the erotic photo shoot starts. Okay, from a simple touches, kisses, and so on, and then it progresses, right? If it's still a struggle, then we use something, like toys and props, and we change into a certain outfit that they've never seen each other in this outfits before. Okay, so we do something, right? And that doing creates an emotion, creates a certain energy, and from that emotion change happens, okay, in that couple, that they create certain things that they never, okay, done together in their life, and that's how we bond them, and that's how we reconnect them, right, with new, right? With something what is novelty, what is risky, what is edgy, right? What is not familiar, right? When couple goes into a very friend zone, usually it is because they are very mm, good with each other. They know so much about each other. They're so familiar and they are so open to each other that there is nothing new, right? And when there is nothing new, it's very hard to desire something what you already have, and you already have for a really long time. Okay, so that's why erotica brings aliveness. Okay, erotica brings like a rebel energy into this relationship, because it's not everything discovered yet. We can change it up and we can see for ourselves. Okay, how it surprise you. And Julie is there. It's you see, I always say, photo shoot for a couple, when there is someone there, it's already a threesome. Okay, and I mean someone there is a photographer, right? When there is someone there witnessing your intimate and how to say, the most precious sexual moments, it is a shift of the dimension already, because couple is not get used to have someone in the bedroom watching them, okay, directing them, telling them what to do, stopping them during the action, okay, or saying, no, no, please continue, okay, like that, right? So when there is someone else there, it's already brings this certain stimulation, and of course depending on the person's energy, right? So that's a short introduction into erotic photo shoots for couples. Now, talking about the couples doing it first time, majority of couples doing it first time, it's such an experience that is just breaking in, and erotic photography everywhere is called boudoir photography, okay, because erotica, it's kind of a very strong word for it, right? But when I shoot erotic photo shoots without limitations, okay, and boudoir does have a limitation, right? Then I call it erotica. And what that means, no limitations for couples. Couples could create not only erotic fantasies, erotic scenarios, role plays, different kind of games, including fetish BDSM, any kind of, restraint, like no limits, seriously. If it does not compromise health and safety. Okay, that's the only thing what I look at, right? But for me personally, there is no limits when it comes to making love, right? And when it comes to creating sex art. That's what I would say. We always discuss the scenarios after we book in the photo shoot. And then when we discuss the scenarios, we follow our shooting plan. That's how it works, right? Usually people arrive to the studio and have a consultation on the day if it's a standard project, right? And there is nothing very much, complicated, not a day shoot. Standard project takes 2 hours to shoot, Okay, and then we will have a consultation just to confirm that's what we want to do it, how we're gonna do it, what we're gonna wear, where we're gonna do it, okay, how many times we're gonna do it, okay, and so on and so on. That's a shooting plan, and we will discuss that just before people go on set. You see, so there is no confusion or there is nothing to worry about when you will just sit down and discuss step by step your moves, okay, what you're gonna do for this scene, and then we shoot scene after scene. It means that we are going to change, then again discuss what we're doing on this scene, because if the previous we did something, something, what we did one thing, right, then the second scene will be different, okay, because we think about general gallery presentation, and if there is a video involved, of course we need to shoot different scenes, okay, different positions, that it will be interesting to watch. I am in a different angles, right, and in different levels, and so on, different settings, different lightings we create. That's what it calls a freestyle photo shoot, when we constantly change, okay, change the environment, change the settings, right, change the mode. And what that means is that the photo shoot going higher and higher, the intensity going higher into the climax, okay, that's where it leads to, right, so that both partners can climax, okay, and that is a very popular service, because people, when they will create erotic photo shoot, couple make love in front of the camera, then they would like to come, together. So that's the thing, doing it the first time. Usually it is maybe nervous, people nervous, maybe a little bit scary, but there is nothing drastic about that, right? When I say drastic, I mean there are people who are absolutely terrified and go into a certain mode when they fear what will happen, right? And when I say this, when they're really scared and really nervous, I say that people have traumatic experience in the past and also use erotic photo shoot for that therapy, okay, because when people mentally are okay and they grow up in an environment where intimacy, connection, making love and undressing in front of each other, touching each other was normal thing, nothing bad happened in those moments, they are not scared, they are excited. They are excited, they are not nervous, they just want to do it and they want to try and test. Okay, so that's kind of a thing, right? And if people had a traumatic experience in the past, it's terrifying for them. They're dreading. They're dreading to go, they're dreading to do. It's very hard, okay? And sometimes I see this when the couple arrives. I see that one person wants it more than the other, okay? Sometimes I see this, right? So woman very often doing it because it's her guy's fantasy, okay? Her man wants to try this and do it with her, okay? And memorize this and create this amazing shoot or amazing videos for themselves, right? And that's how it starts, right? So first time photo shoots usually is when people don't know anything about it. So that is why I have a consultation when we go around the studio, when I will explain everything about the lights, about the shoot, okay, about the settings, about the backgrounds. Then we get time to see what is in the changing room, because changing room has sexy outfits, changing room has accessories and shoes, okay, or what we need, maybe props, maybe something, toys, whatever, right? So we will look at that because everything is available here at the studio. So when you're doing it the first time, it's a kind of intuition kicks in, what you should do, how you should wear, how you should look, and so on. Very often I hear this when people already done erotic photo shoot, they would say, okay, now I know what I want to shoot and how I want to do it, okay? But usually you have to do it to know, okay, how it is and what it's like, right? Then the next thing what I wanted to discuss is a very popular request with the couples, and I believe that those couples who are asking for it, they are young couples, they do not realize. Okay, so this request comes that the photographer or videographer who would be shooting with them will be on the same page. Okay, sometimes couple ask to photographer, videographer to be naked, okay, at the same time, and to be turned on during the photo shoot. Okay, to be turned on during the photo shoot. So the people, for everyone who thinking about this to ask this, they must understand, yeah, that being turned on, okay, it's a certain state, a certain energy. When you are turned on, you can't, you see, you would be shooting your video for yourself or you're doing pictures for yourself, but when you turn on, your eyes are closed. That's why you can't do it. Okay, so there is no difference to photographer or videographer. You see, they can't shoot or create and control the shoot and direct with the eyes closed. Okay, because in that moment, that's when you are turned on. That's why the couple need to create this content with a professional, because they are turned on and they out of control at that moment. Sometimes you know that couples are trying to shoot themselves, and this is a tripod situation, or they're trying to wear something and still control and still be in that moment. Is not possible. You see, not possible to be 100% turn on and create a great shoot, take a great angles, okay, approach in a certain way, and so on. It's just, trust me, yeah. So when my eyes closed, your artwork will be affected, okay, and the photo shoot would not be that much successful. So what they're asking is a very stupid thing. You know, it's a very stupid thing, because you see, you are paying for quality, that the person will be 100% focused and on point, creating certain things for you. Okay, when the person is doing something else with themselves, with their body, and being turned on, these results will not, will not happen as supposed to happen for you, right? I just want to tell in advance for everyone who has this fantasy. But again, this is a fantasy for many people, right? For many people. So that's why I'm discussing this. Now, I would like to tell about ID checks. My studio requires ID check. If you have, an understanding that you are shooting erotic photo shoot, I will be checking the ID, right? First, to know who is visiting the studio, who is booking the photo shoot, because the photo shoot involves sexual services, right? It involves you coming to the studio and doing a penetration session with your partner or your husband, and for that we require an ID. If you do not have any sexual activity, you don't need to show your ID. If you're shooting just portraits or just boudoir, that is not going to be asked. But this is, I have to mention with the couple, okay? Because you see, when couple is showing the ID, couple has nothing to fear, okay, nothing to hide, okay. It means that if they will come drunk, or they will take drugs in the studio, or they would, spill something or break something, it's going to be responsibility. Because you see, couples look at erotic photo shoot in a different way, okay, different way, and there are different situations happening. So when people are showing the ID, okay, we know that we will have a very successful and nice shoot. Okay, when people are uh, refusing to show their IDs, they will not get any service, unless that service is not sexual, right? Like we will say boudoir photo shoot. Boudoir photo shoot is a portrait, which is a semi-nude, okay, portrait, which portray an illusion, okay, of a sexy picture. But it doesn't mean that something is going on in the picture, okay. It's like watching a movie and watching make love scene, but it doesn't mean that it happens in the real life. Okay, so that is kind of like a performance, okay, situation. Performance. Okay, talking about couples erotic photo shoots, what usually happens and what they will get. Okay, so usually is this, they are booking a photo shoot by the time they want to visit and stay in the studio. It's 2 hours, half a day, or a full day, right? Options. Then they have a fee, okay, sessions fee, right? If it's just not non-sexy shoot, like I say, because couples can book different kind of photo shoot. Sometimes I can shoot nude photography and it's non-sexual, okay? People do not perform and do not touch themselves in a certain way, okay? Right? There are couples like that. But most of the couples, when they create erotic photo shoots, they get turned on, okay? And they do not want to stop. And that is why it was natural for me to progress into make love photo shoots, into erotic games with the couple, because why to stop, why to limit yourself? That is why I am saying that erotic photo shoots at my studio are without limitations. We just have to agree with the scenarios, what we're shooting and how we're shooting and for how long, okay? And that of course will be reflected in the price, okay? The other thing what the couple should know is a post-production. You see, when we are booking and preparing for a photo shoot is one thing. When we are going and shooting actually content, it can be slightly different to the things that we've discussed, okay? And there in the shoot, during the shoot, the photo shoot can be upgraded or downgraded, okay? Imagine if there is no erection, okay? And we already planned a lot of things to shoot, right? I'm not saying this happens, right? But that's the thing. Or we decided that we will do a cum shot and it didn't happen, okay? So there are many things what could happen during the shoot, and we might change it during, you know, during the way how we feel, okay, and what's happening, right? So it can be downgraded or upgraded during the shoot. And then the last service is a post-production. Very often people do not realize, okay, that when you shoot at the studio, it's not that the phone who process the picture straight away, okay? You shoot with the real cameras, and you need to resize and do editing, okay, to bring that image or a video to a certain standard. And the post-production is the most time consuming, okay? And that's where I also add it to the price, okay? Because it depends what we're doing and what we're shooting and what, you know, they are getting after. But usually I would give all the highlights, okay, to my couples, because during the photo shoot, you see, it's a freestyle photo shoot and we're shooting a sexual energy. And then they can check and evaluate themselves with every shot, with every move, with every scene, how they were more and more sexy, okay, how they create more and more intimate content, and how they reach to that climax, to that peak, okay? I am not that photographer who will choose you 3, 5, or 10 pictures, okay, and give it to you. No. In 2 hours, and this is a standard session, 2 hours photo shoot, we shoot between 300 to 500 images, okay, that's what you will get. And I am also able to shoot between 30 to 45 minutes of video, okay? So I'm not sitting there and resting. I am working with Canon and working with Sony. Usually for couples, we create photography and video sessions because this is the most popular at the moment, right? But there are couples who just want video, or there are couples who just want photography, okay? Photography and videos is a totally different medium in terms of the way you create it and in terms of the outcome that you get, right? And of course, in a post-production, you know that these are two different softwares we work with, different programs we operate on, okay? And the person who does photography on the software not necessarily knows how to edit videos, okay? So I'm just saying it's like driving a plane and driving a car is two different licenses, you see. But speaking about those two mediums is this: when we create a photography, it's very good at the beginning, at the start, because couples do not arrive on the hyper energy that they already want to have a penetration. They want, something gentle, something soft. Most of the time, it's the start from the portraits. Portraits, then semi-nudes, then nudes, then explicit, okay, and then penetration session scenes, right? Make love scenarios, fantasies. That's usual way how we do it, right? So when it comes to photography, at the beginning, people pose. People have a totally different energy, okay? They need to go into that zone. They need to feel that vibe, okay? And it's perfect for photography because it's posing, it's moment after moment. When the things escalated, okay, it happens faster, okay? I can't press it like that. So it's perfect if I change into a video mode, because then every moment is precious. And what happens in the video is that I am always extract movie stills, because I'm not able to shoot with two cameras and I do not have a second shooter. But when we create scenarios, erotic scenarios with make love scenes and penetration and so on, these are more sexier, okay, than at the beginning what we did in the photography. It just naturally, because they are in the action and they are occupied by the sexual energy. They do not see me, what they're doing. They don't care, okay? They are in making love mode. Okay, when in the making love mode, of course, this content is more interesting and more exciting. Okay, so I always do a gallery, okay, a nice collection of the movie stills, okay, and then I always do another collection with the gifts, okay, because gifts are also a very cool thing to have, right? First of all, the format is very shareable in gifts. You know that sexy gifts, when you're making love with your partner, you can just send it, you can just load it. It's not that you have a 15 minutes video, right? There are different kind of moments and they're very much stimulating. Okay, so I do that as well, not because no, it's just something that is natural for me. This is very stimulating content, right? So when we shoot escalated energy, when it comes towards the climax, it's only video format, because things happen very fast and every moment is it's a data, okay? Every moment is means something, okay? It's just like that. And when I do movie stills, of course you expand the video file, right? And you choose those moments for that couple. So like I say, in the post-production, there are many things to do, okay? People get all the highlights, okay? Like I say, standard session is between 300 to 500 pictures, depending on the fantasies what we shot. So they will have all the highlights. Then, depending on what they are choosing on the package, then they will have their own best collection. So there are 300, 500 images. They are choosing 10, 15, 20, 50, whatever images for editing, post-production, high-end editing, right? You know that the image which was unedited and edited looks different. Okay, it just does. Okay, because in a post-production you can change many things. Okay, you can remove many things. You can do many things. We know what that is, right? So edited collection in color and black and white. Then they will have all the highlights, and then they will have a collection for a video. Okay, collection for a video. Videos are short, medium and long, and then I will make mixes and reels, and then they will get collection of the gifts. Okay, so there are a lot of things to do and there are a lot of things to edit. Okay, here in the studio is available. My phone is dying, so let me just quickly check that. And that's what happens in a post-production. Okay, usually when I shoot 2 hours, the post-production takes minimum 2 days. Okay, so when the couple is booking erotic photo shoot, and I'm talking about erotic event or erotic project, okay, it's not 2 hours. It is not possible to create erotic photography and videos and deliver products in those 2 hours. Okay, they are able to create, right, and then there is a time and the service, which is a post production, when these files get cleaned, then get sorted, okay, and then get edited, and then get loaded to online galleries, okay. So it's resizing involved. There is a lot of things that you would need to do with those files to deliver to the client, and usually it's delivered online link via online gallery, and it's a secured gallery. Okay, and what you do is just you will receive the link and you will open it and you will have a lot of things going on in there, right? And even on the gallery you are able to tick your best picture which you like for editing. Okay, so the galleries also have different kind of options. I just wanted to make sure that the couples understand this, right? When they're booking an erotic photo shoot for 2 hours, right? It's the project for 2 or 3 days. Okay, that's how it works. Because you need to sort 300 to 500 images, and then there will be a 30 or 45 minutes video content to edit and create all those products, all those GIFs galleries, all those short, long, medium movies, and so on, right? So that's how it is. If they will book a half day, okay, editing could be 5 days. Yeah, 5 days. If they will book the whole day photo shoot, of course we will create much more files than that, right? So it's gonna be around a week post-production. So that the couple, when they're booking a photo shoot, they need to understand that we are including a post-production, right? There is another thing, you see, when I had this couple when the guy was doing an editing, so he didn't need, there was no need to do any editing, right? So if you don't need any editing, that's another thing. This is something for you to know, right? That you can get raw files without any editing and the price will be different. When you go and find out how much editing costs, you will change your mind and you come back to Julia. That's how it goes. I had this couple as well. When they wanted to book separately. There are freelancers who can actually edit photography and videos. Unfortunately, erotica and nudity and explicit photography has a very specific request, and not every editor can do it. Okay, so that's something for you to remember, right? Okay, and I would like to finish this video for couples. I hope it was informative and my couples will understand what they need to do. And usually it is this way, that they can book a photo shoot online, they can book via phone, and that's the free option. Sometimes couple would like to have a consultation, okay, and arrive to the studio. Then they would need to book a time, okay, for that to happen, and of course there will be a fee requested, okay, to pay in advance, right? So that's how it goes. There are different kind of options to book, right? And then what happens in terms of the money, they will pay a fee, session fee, and then we will have a shoot, and during that shoot we will see and understand how many hours it took, how many scenes we shot, what was the complexity in terms of sexual fantasies, right? And what I'm saying about the complexity, very often couples do not understand this, right? But maybe it's important to say, when I'm creating a video with the couple, it is a totally different price when they do, how to say, romance and something vanilla, right? Something gentle, soft, right? Make love scenarios. It's one thing, and then they doing an anal video for 1 hour. It's a totally different thing. You understand the complexity? Okay, these are two different videos. One is kissing for 1 hour, and another is A level for 1 hour. Okay, so two different videos. So that's, I hope, is clear about the complexity. And if any more questions, you can always ask in the email. I'm very good at responding emails. Okay, so thank you so much for now. And goodbye till the next time. Next live, I will do erotic photo shoots with models, or maybe I should do quickly now and mention. Okay, I already spoke that the therapy couples, couples who are missing something in their intimate life, in their relationship, in their marriage, are very often booking hot and sexy models, escort models, to join them on set to stimulate their intimacy. Okay, when I'm saying to stimulate, I mean literally. There are different types of stimulation. Some will include sexual services and some don't. Okay, and when I say don't, model just arrive, undress, shoot with them, do some kind of playing games, but not literal penetration or anything, right, involved. And there are models who would do everything. Okay, so then again, like I say, it depends on the complexity, and of course the price depends on the model itself. Okay, women are priced more. Okay, it's good for them here. Women are priced more, and but men are more generous in the service. Okay, that's what I would just say. Men are generous with the service, and most of the couples would prefer to book a male who is how to say, hot, sexy, masculine, muscular, like good physique, and the first and foremost they would look at his size. Okay, so large or huge size is the most popular, and that's what I can offer. Okay, I can hire a model for you. Okay, I can hire a model on your request. And I help couples, and I send models pictures, and I discussed all the scenarios and arrange everything with the model on the couple's behalf. Okay, that's what I do. Right? So that the couple don't need to worry to look for anything or speak about anything, or so on. Right? And there are different type of photo shoots, like I say, safe, not safe, with condom, without. Different couples want different things. This is not, my preference here, but I am communicating, and I am working on the couple's behalf. Okay, arranging everything, making sure that the model will arrive on time, that the model would look specifically, that the model, how to say, will be ready, right? It's very important. Okay, very important. So that's what I'm saying. I will be sorting that from the start to finish if they would book an erotic photo shoot with the model. All I would need is, of course, a deposit in advance, right? And that's all. When the model is booked for the shoot, model is get paid on the same day, okay, before the photo shoot take place. Okay, so that's how it goes. So usually couple will pay a session fee in advance. Okay, if they're booking a model, that deposit for the model will be included in a session fee, and then depending on how the shoot will go, I will be introducing them to an options. Okay, we will discuss as well this, what we're shooting, how we're shooting. They would know the price. But like I say, we can discuss one thing and then shoot another. Okay, and the photo shoot can be upgraded or downgraded during the actual going on set and shooting content. Okay, sometimes people would want to book 1 hour or two, and what they plan to shoot, okay, takes to shoot 6 hours for them. Okay, and they stay in the studio the whole day till they shoot it. Okay, so it's, like I say, it's not up to me, because people are doing this first time. Okay, they think that it will be this way for them. It happens in a different way, and so, like I say, there are very often changes during the shoot, which is fine, because it's a freestyle and we can let this happen. Okay, and then we will discuss a post-production. You see, it is very easy to discuss a post-production and editing service when I have files on hands. I can say how many pictures we shot. Okay, it takes this time and this time to do this, and this time to create these galleries. And then I can say on the videos as well, right? Very often couple wants to know, how much it will cost. I don't know how long they will stay. I don't know how good they are in front of the camera, how confident they are. I don't know what kind of experience they have. I don't know anything about the couple, how they will shoot and what will happen. You see during the photo shoot. It's like there is a prediction, and I have packages, certain packages, okay, but they can shoot, but that's going to be a limited session. Okay, limited sessions. Limited sessions can be limited in time, can be limited in their budget, and then can be limited in their service. You see? Now I've discussed the shoot, which is unlimited, and they are doing it freestyle and free flow. Okay, and that's what they will shoot. That's what they will get. Okay, that's all for today, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.